Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, the content that we're going to talk about this morning on this episode of the Bullet Points, I don't even have words for. In fact, a couple of you even called it in the comments from the video last night when we covered the breaking news of the mass saving event that occurred in Indiana last night. Now, what we're going to cover is linked in the description box below, but this is one of the best examples that you could ever get of putting ideological purity of gun control over the proven outcome of saving lives. Legitimately, this is one of the most beyond the pale statements and articles that I've seen in a long time. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below. Like I said, please send this one out because it highlights, I don't even know the proper way to describe what this highlights, but this is some next level stuff. And if you are new, we would love to earn that subscription because we need to get as many people in the fold as possible to spread this information out as quickly as possible. And with that, let's dive into this. I know you guys are going to get spicy on this one because this actually was just published in a local news source in Indiana. Good Samaritan with a gun stopped Greenwood Park Mall shooting. Mall had policy against weapons. Okay, let's just keep going. I'm just going to show you out, and maybe there's a rational explanation. Maybe they're saying it's a bad thing that the shooter had a weapon. Maybe that's what they're going for. Greenwood, Indiana. Police are crediting a Bartholomew County man for shooting and killing a suspect in the Greenwood Park Mall shooting. However, the mall has a policy in place that doesn't permit weapons. Okay, let me just recap if you guys are unfamiliar with the situation. Psychopath A comes in and intends to do harm with a weapon to innocent civilians in a food court. In perpetrating this crime, by the way, person. But the criminal, when they were doing this, they were confronted by someone who was concealed carrying a gun in Indiana, which is now a constitutional carry state. Well, we can't reinforce that idea as a good thing because it's been proven in this case. He stepped in front of the line of fire, took out the threat, and saved countless lives in a public soft target, which was a gun control zone. So do we talk about the fact that the guy came in with the intent to do harm to innocent civilians going about their day? Because that would be violating the mall's gun policy. No. We can't talk about that. We've got to talk about and address the fact that the guy who saved everyone's lives with a concealed handgun, who was a legal gun owner, called a good Samaritan by the police chief. No. He was breaking the rules. Let's talk about the fact that he shouldn't have had the handgun. Tell me you're an ideologue without telling me you're an ideologue. Okay, let's keep going, because this is so far beyond the pale. Greenwood Police Chief James Eisen confirmed Sunday that the shooter was shot and killed by a man visiting the mall. The Good Samaritan, as police called him, was armed with a handgun. Okay, yeah, he was armed with a handgun, constitutional carry, legal gun owner, and the kid was 22 years old. Do you understand the cojones you have to have at 22 to step into this? Because for some reason, I don't think this reporter could actually do... I can't. I'm not making it personal. Just going back to this. Let's get back. Police say the 22-year-old from Bartholomew County had a legal gun permit. However, according to the mall policy, the man should not have been carrying his handgun in the mall in the first place. Again, referring to the fact the guy who stopped a murder and saved countless lives, he's the one that should be penalized because he shouldn't have had the gun. Meanwhile, the criminal who perpetrated the crime, no words about that. And also, we're completely avoiding the idea that the mall had a gun policy. Also, didn't work in both scenarios. It hurts. It actually hurts. But like I said, this is an ideological purity test. There's no way you can be proven that you are incorrect or you are wrong, even in the exact same scenario of what we told you was going to happen. No. Can't go down that road. You got to blame the guy who saved countless lives. Last updated April 2020, Simon Property Group states in its code of conduct that no weapons are allowed at their shopping centers. The group is the owner of Greenwood Park Mall. Okay, that worked out really well. That worked out really well. But let's continue. There's another little thing here. While the property group has the ability to set policy against weapons, what the man did was not illegal. Despite not following the mall's code of conduct, Greenwood Mayor Mark Myers says the man saved lives. Quote, "Someone we are calling the Good Samaritan was able to shoot the assailant and stop further bloodshed. This person saved lives tonight on behalf of the city of Greenwood. I am grateful for his quick action and heroism in the situation." Okay, At least we have a mayor with some sort of common sense, but the actual premise of this article in a local news source in Indiana is actually that the man who saved countless lives with a concealed handgun that he legally carried, and Indiana is a constitutional carry state, so he went a step beyond, he's the problem. Not the psychopath that he took out, utilizing his Second Amendment rights, saving all those lives. No. He was violating mall policy. You can't make this up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, and I will see you tonight at the 9 p.m. segment. I'll be continuing to follow this, see if anything changes, and I will see you there.